Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another video for Watcher of Realms. Okay, we're gonna go over this brand new mage that will be added to the game quite soon, and we're gonna have a 10x this weekend for ANAI, the Arid Viper, an infernal mage coming in for legendaries for the infernals. We already have some good, very good heroes in the game for the infernal, so they seem to be like, I believe it's the strongest faction in the game. Am I wrong? What you guys think? I think Piercers and the Infernals are really close in terms of overall usefulness. I think the Esotericists themselves are really good in other areas of the game, such as just general raids. But I think Infernals are overall fantastic. So, and I went ahead and geared her up with an SBA set and a Warlord set. So Soulbound Arcana set gives you more damage as you're using ultimates. Why am I doing all of this? Like the good stats. 16,000, 290 crit damage with almost 100% crit, 430 attack speed. So really stacking it up with full skills. The reason for this is because she is very unique in terms of the burns that she can apply on enemy. She can apply 4 stacks of burnings on an enemy with her ultimate ability, which is automatically cast when there's enemies in range. Okay, so it cannot be cast when there's no enemy. And it's only 500 rage, so you know that that ultimate will be going over and over and over very quickly, and it's very good, very good for such a hero to have such a quick ultimate, because the burnings do a ton of damage. Got an A1, the magic, I call it A1. The default attack, A1 is from raid. The default attack is 120 magic damage to one enemy. I mean, it's solid but single target. And then passive, every time the burning is inflicted by the hero deals damage, there's a 15% chance to regenerate, 1% rage. That's when you're fully skilled up the passive. I have her fully skilled up because I think it's a hero that you will be skilling up to full to get the maximum potential always with the heroes in the game. And it's not unreasonable to think that you'll be using her in your raid teams. I think more so for guild boss, and maybe I could see this hero. I don't know. I could see this hero fighting some bosses, specifically like Gear 8-3, killing the boss, specifically using her for the boss. But those enemies have really high magic resist, if I remember correctly. So most of the time we use heroes that do high physical damage, such as Silas in there. Then the rest of the passive, for every 1 burning on the target, increase attack by 3% and crit damage by 5%, stacking up to 7 times. This is quite insane. So ideally with her, she'll be applying 4 burns. You're gonna have other heroes that can apply burns themselves. Multiple different heroes in the game can apply burns, but Infernals apply them. Zilla2, you're gonna have your well, I'm gonna be using Twin Fiend for this setup. I think this guy also places it in a burning. Does he not? Temperance. No. Okay. It's good that I didn't actually give him any gear for this showcase. But let's go back to ANAI and try and do the rest of the showcase. There she is. Okay. ANAI, I believe, is an amazing mage. I wouldn't go so crazy on her if you already have teams for the guild boss. But this 10x banner has a low in it. So honestly, many people will be summoning regardless. And I like that these banners, with the limited amount of heroes that the game have, seem accessible in the sense of you're going to be summoning and getting something out of it. And I've hit for most of the banners so far, but I've been summoning like crazy in the game. Like over 5,000 summons so far. This weekend, I don't think I'll summon. We'll see. I might be doing some summons. In terms of awakenings for her, the A1 seems very nice. Magic resistance reduction seems like a huge debuff to be applying when targets are inflicted with a burning. So this can stack up with other things, such as extra damage dealt through, let's say, Twin Fiend, who has this, which is vulnerability to magic damage, which is different. I think one is just reduction of the defense. This is more damage by 25%. So both seem to work kind of the same thing. So Guild Boss is the first place that I'll show her. I showed you guys the gear. The artifact is the did they change the name? No, Tear of the Twilight. There we go, with a level 13 artifact. Didn't upgrade it further than that, but it's still, you know, you get lots of attack through it. Let's go into Guild Boss, and we'll try and see how much damage we could do with this setup that I'm running. All my heroes are not optimized, so the run that you'll see is not the best run that you can ever possibly make. But if you're using like an end game setup, this would be it, right? This would be like an end game setup to follow. So let's see, let's put Laurel in there too. So the reasoning for this position on Laurel is that so that she can give rage to basically everybody in this square right here, and Laurel becomes like an MVP. She'll be giving that ultimate to ANAI just immediately. All right, so let's use Silas right now. Let's use the heal. Oh, we can use her too. All right, let's withdraw Laurel. Drop in Elowen, who will be giving us rage as time goes through. And then is the ulti also here from my boy Setram, who will be helping us with the shield in about 10 seconds or so. So ANAI is just going crazy. She already did, I believe, 1 ulti. She do more? Oh, where's the shield? I wonder how strong that shield's gonna be. I should have maybe timed my ultimates a little bit better. But yeah, we're doing good amounts of damage. Let's put it on 2x speed. I don't need the 1x speed for Nightmare 3. So look at the amounts of burnings there on the target. So many burnings is just crazy. And you see, how many do we have now? 2, 4, I see 5, 6 burnings. It's just crazy. I think it's like the best case scenario right here, what we're doing. Let's put on Laurel again. Let's drop in Araka. And our goal here is like 20k, right? And we are already so overboard in terms of the damage. We're gonna reach the 20k easy. Look at the burnings there, just doing crazy amounts of damage. Imagine with the A1. Imagine with the A1. I don't know who she would be replacing in a team like this. Potentially Setram can be replaced, I guess. You want to have more Infernals, but then you're gonna have so many Infernals that it becomes a question who should get out of your team if you have all of the key champions already. And I'm talking, you have Hex, you have Twin Fiend, you have Zility, you have everything that you're looking at the screen right now. Like, who would be replaceable? I don't know. So as you can see, we're reaching a minute 30. That's when the next shield pops out. And I have 0 rage region on her as well. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 7 burns. That's what you need. You need the 7 burns for her to get the maximum benefit. So she doesn't get it all the time, but when she does, so good. There's another ultimate there. We're looking at 25,000 blood. This is crazy. I want to see the damage overall in the end. I think here, let's bring in Laurel. Just keep on popping everything and see what kind of damage we're going to look at the end. 18 seconds. Maybe we pop an ulti from Setram. I don't think we're going to get another Silas ulti. Oh, we did. All right. Interesting. Look at all that damage. It's just a team I put in together just for the showcase of ANAI. The burns there, the way that she stacks the burns is so nice. So nice. Look at that. Cleared it. 28,000 blood. And this is the time where things will get interesting. The damage recap in the end. She's looking at a cool 4th in terms of damage. I don't know. With maybe better gear, we could have had higher damage, but 50 million, 62 million, 95 from Silas. Silas has my best gear overall. The gear that I have on all of them it has its ups and downs. It's not the best gear. And to unlock Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, we gotta kill Nightmare 3. So I'll do that very quickly, guys. and we can try that again and see the damage recap in the end. All right, and just like that, I'm in Nightmare 4 now, testing out this this team. Basically, I want to see ANAI's damage. Okay, that's the whole deal. Nightmare 4. We've seen Nightmare 3 before. Wow, look at that. We almost wiped, but it's fine. It was the last 20 seconds. I wasn't really trying my best here in terms of making the team, but let's have a look at the overall damage in the end. 30,000. Look at that. 30.17% of the boss's health. And let's see the overall damage with 42 million this time, 54 on Zilla 280 on Silas. I mean, Silas is Silas. He will usually outdamage. He will usually outdamage Zilla 2. Very close sometimes, at least in my teams. In terms of her, whether she's better than anything else that you're using at the moment, I'm not sure, but the burnings that she applies are huge for damage. So definitely a very solid damage dealer for guild boss. And I would say for any other, you know, boss content where you're just attacking a single target, having a mage that can do that is possibly something that we don't have already. There's other mages that can do high damage, such as Nocturne does very high damage single target. Twin Fiend, I guess he can be considered something like that, but it's honestly, well, he's more of an activator for everybody else in the Infernals. Hex does magic damage, so his damage is basically, I guess, like a mage, but he's a piercer plus an infernal. But yeah, if there's ever a content where you need mages, I think ANAI will be it for it, and she seems to be worth it. So other areas where I would use her, probably single target DPS arena, I would use her. And then for gear rates, I would imagine gear rate 1 being the place you can use her, but for killing the boss, which isn't what you want to be using up this space for. Gear rate 1, gear rate 3 can definitely be something that you can also consider. It's just that the problem with this one is I have so much gear I have to sell on the test server. The problem with this one is that she won't have use for killing everything else, being a mage and all. Like Hex doesn't work that well in gear rate 3, even though he is very strong. Doesn't work that well in there. So guys, this was the showcase for ANAI. What you guys think? Would you be using her as much as I'm thinking for guild boss? Let me know down below. I think her A1 is very strong. I might be doing summons this weekend to just try and get her, but I also have Elo in already, so I don't know about that. Anyway guys, thank you all. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.